to our YouTube channel. This is Faith.
And Richie. Nice to meet you guys.
And we are so ready to show you a little bit of technique now. So if you check our YouTube channel before, please subscribe, like, hit the bell button because we love what we do and we want to share it with all of you. We share a lot of different dances and steps, right? But now it's time to break down some specific techniques that they come up in our teaching career all the time, and we want to help you know them, practice them. So please practice with us at home. Don't just sit in the couch and watch this video. Practice those techniques with us so you feel and you activate the different muscles of your body, okay? So we will start with introducing Cuban motion. What is that? Hip motion. For Latin dances and rhythm dances, this is one of the most important things that you want to develop. Example, you don't want to dance the rumba that we so far showed you without hip motion. That's how it would look. We would go like dancing robots. We don't really want to look like that when we dance. In the beginning, it's totally okay. Whenever you learn, you first need to learn your steps, right? But now it's time to add some flair into those steps. So we actually want to add a little bit of emotion that is gonna rotate our hips. So this is how it will look with our hip motion, with our Cuban motion. Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Different, right? It adds a very natural, beautiful flair into it. Now, if you exercise with us, we are gonna turn our backs to you. We are gonna open our feet apart, and I want you to do one little thing for me. Your hips are literally bones. We can't move our bones. What we can move is the muscles around our bones. So what we will do, we can do 3 basic hip actions to move our hip bones. We can do what we call pendulum. So we are gonna go from the right foot to the left foot, from the right foot to the left foot. And I want you to feel like every time you do that, your right hip bone and your rib cage are coming closer together. So you really feel that you are squeezing and shifting the weight, and that creates that hip motion. The shifting of the weight and the actual contraction on your rib cage to your hip. So this is the pendulum action that we can do with our hips. Practice this with us so you warm up your body and you are able to feel that transfer. Very good. Now, if you see that from forward, it's literally exactly the same action. It just goes from right to left, from right to left, right to left, right to left. So it's pretty easy, right? It's a natural movement that our body can do if we use our muscles this way, just transferring the weight and squeezing the sides, side to side. Now the second movement, which is actually a little bit more different, it's a little different and we need to think about it a little bit more, is what we call rotation. So for the rotation, I want you to see our spines. We are gonna stay really nice and tall, really elongated, and from here we are gonna rotate our hip bones around the spine that is in the center. So we are gonna rotate our hips to the one side, to the other side, to the one side, to the other side. You can practice that with a partner if you have one.
Or you can just use a wall in front of you.
Exactly. That really helps us to keep our spines straight. So the spine is straight and elongated. And what we do, we are bending the one knee and straightening the other to rotate the hips around the spine. We literally rotate. And bend and straight, bend and straight, bend and straight, bend and straight. Now this rotation, if you want to feel it more naturally, a very goofy exercise, it would be to grab your rib cages, and I really want you from here to just feel that your hips are rotating around the spine. So it really feels like we are rotating our whole hips all the time, like a washing machine. So third hip motion that we want to practice with you guys today is contraction. So what we are going to do, we are going to again stay really straight. I want you to keep your feet parallel, bend your knees, And from here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna send our hips back, so the lower part of the spine is curving, and then we are sending our hips forward by really contracting our down abdominals. I know that looks weird, but we need to practice those muscles for our dancing exercises. So from here, we're gonna go back and forward, back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. And that's a great down abdominal exercise. So please do this with us so you really feel it. And in and out, in and out. So those three is literally all the motions you can create with your hips. You can pendulum, you can rotate, or you can contract. Now by combining those three, we are gonna create the Cuban motion, you guys. So as dancers, we always say dancing is easy, but it takes a lot of little pieces and discovery of the body in order to do all those. So if we try to create the Cuban motion together, that's how it's gonna look like. We are gonna open up our feet. We are gonna really stay nice and tall. We are gonna open our arms like it's a Greek traditional dance. And from here, we are gonna try to combine all these three motions. So we are gonna start with a little bit of a rotation to the left. So by rotating to the left, our hips are, the right hip bone is forward diagonal. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna pendulum there. Then we're gonna rotate again. Then we are gonna contract to come in the center, and then we will restart all over again going to the other side. So we rotate the hips to the right, we go pendulum forward, we rotate all the way back, and then we contract to go back to the center. So what we just created is what we call 8-figure as dancers. So if you see that from the back view, and we are gonna go now more continuously, we are gonna go from here to the right, half a circle, to the left, half a circle. So I really want you to imagine that 8-figure continues. We go from the one side to the other and we combine all these motions. Pendulum, rotation, contraction, and start without even moving your legs or your feet. So we really isolate the hips for this tutorial. We really want to feel the motion of the hips. And you can go faster. Pendulum, rotation, contraction all together. Da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Now this is an exercise that we do every single day when we practice.
All the time.
All the time. So please practice those 3 separate movements and then putting them all together so you can be successful adding that into your dancing steps so you can multitask. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our first technique video and we are here for more. We love dancing technique.
Like and subscribe and please push the bell button.
Thank you so much, guys.
Have a good one.